What's up, y'all? Welcome to Antonio's Joint. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make my smoked salmon. It's a quick, easy recipe that you can do. Takes about an hour tops, and you'll be able to impress all your friends and family that come over. Super simple. All right, so we're honestly just gonna dive right down into it. So, what I do is I leave the skin on right here, and you can get your cuts. It really doesn't matter the size. Really doesn't. To me, the bigger, the better, just because I'm a big eater. But all you gotta do is just sprinkle you some avocado oil on here. Whoop, whoop. You're gonna rub that in. You can be generous with it. You just wanna make sure it gets all over. Then we're gonna flip it. It's important to get it on the back because what that does is it allows it to, now me, I keep a seasoned smoker, so even if I didn't do this, I'd be straight. But just to be on the safe side, it keeps the skin from sticking to your smoker on the grates. So that's why you want to, it's very important to oil up the bag. Got to do that, got to. All right, so once we do that, flip them back over. I'm telling y'all, man, this is quick and simple and it's so delicious. Thomas's mom can vouch for me. She loves salmon and she's real picky on her salmon, Miss Chase. And I had her try some and she called me and she said, yeah, that was good, what you put on it. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some kosher salt, kosher sea salt. It really doesn't matter if it's kosher or not. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, I really don't even know what the hell kosher exactly means. I know it has something to do with the Jewish community, but just get some sea salt, you'll be good to go. Boom, boom, sprinkle it on there. You don't wanna go super, super heavy with it, but just make sure you get it all over. And then next we got onion powder. With the onion powder, I always go just a little heavy with it. Now when I say heavy, I don't mean like just cover it where you can't see the paint, you know, but I go heavy. It's probably like I go the heaviest with all my seasonings that I use. And one thing that you'll learn about me, or I guess you could say about my seasonings, you'll see that I use like the majority of the same stuff. And it's pretty much all this. Like I use this on everything. Fish, seafood, pork, beef, doesn't matter. It goes good on everything. All right, then next we got garlic pepper. There we go. Now, I'm not big on brand with all this other stuff, whatever you want to use, you know. But one thing I will say is with the garlic pepper, it's gotta be Lowry's. Lowry's, however you pronounce it. This has gotta be it right here. This is the only garlic pepper I do buy. Give it a good amount. Bada boom, bada bang. Maybe use a little more right there, right there. There we go. All right, and then up next, we got curry powder. Now with the curry powder, you gotta make sure that you're really careful with this, okay? So I advise you, like, no matter what kind of a flick of the wrist you got with your season game, I'm telling you, mine's strong. I still don't go like this with curry powder because a little bit of this, or a little bit too much of this, man, I promise you, it's all you will taste. It is very strong, but you add just the right amount and it goes with anything. I promise you. Just trust me on that. Because I know a lot of y'all are like, ooh, curry powder. But it's because I promise you, whatever you had that had curry powder in it, it was just too strong. They put too much in there. I've done that myself, actually. For the longest, I stayed away from curry powder. And then I just found, eventually over time, I found a way to incorporate it, and it goes good with anything, I'm telling you. And then we got some table ground black pepper. I get this from Walmart. It's like $9. I use a lot of this stuff and it comes in a big container. It's the only pepper that I use. I don't use fresh ground pepper. I don't use the peppercorns and twist them up. This is what I use right here, all day, every day. Sprinkle that on there. All right. Then what we got next is some lemon juice. This is freshly squeezed lemon juice. I don't use like store-bought lemon juice. I squeeze it and then I keep it in containers like this in my fridge, so I always have lemon juice available. And what I do is I just take a spoon and I'll drizzle it over it. Whoop, I hit a little heavy on that side. That's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to hit it too heavy with the lemon juice, just in spots here and there. There we go. Because you will taste a lot of that, and it's kind of like curry powder. You just got to be careful with it. And then last but not least, I can't believe it's not butter. I use the Parquet or Park Spray, whatever it's called, in the blue bottle too. It's really whatever available. Walmart had this. They were out of the blue one, so I got this one. No preference really to me, but you just spray it all over. Helps to keep it nice and moist on the smoker. And y'all, what we're gonna do is gonna go on the smoker at 250 degrees. Keep it anywhere between 250 to 275. Do not let it get to 300 because it will cook quick and it will crispen up, and you do not want that. So 250 to 275 on the smoker. It'll be done in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put them on here. Bada boom. Bada bing. Ka-ching. And fling fling. All right, we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. I'm gonna come back out with the thermometer and test it. We're looking at, to me, the perfect salmon is right at 145 degrees because that's where it has that perfect flake where you can just touch it with your fork and then boom, you're good. You just barely touch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. As soon as you get above like 155 to 160 degrees, that's when it stops flaking so easily. So we're gonna look for in between 145 to 155 degrees temperature. So we'll come back and check on it here in about 30 minutes. All right, so check it out, y'all. It's been about 23 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I let my smoker get up to 300 degrees because I'm out here really kind of cleaning, doing a whole bunch of stuff. So what I did was, I know how to maneuver my way around that. So instead of it taking 30 to 45 minutes, it took about 23 minutes. But as long as you know how to maneuver around it, you can always fluctuate and make it happen. So right now we got a temperature of 147.9. Like I said, we want to have that right in between 145 to 155 temperature. So what we're gonna do is, I bet you can look at that. Good to go. All right, so we're gonna take this out. Now, how you know, there's two ways to know how your salmon cooked right. A, when you peel the skin off, it should just slide right off. So what I do is I flip it over like this, and I really should have got some gloves with some heat because it's gonna be pretty hot. So I'm gonna use this fork to kind of, no, we're just gonna roll with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over like this, and then it should just peel right off like that. A, that's the first good sign of good smoked salmon. And then B, the way that it flakes. So what we're looking for is, see, look, I barely pressed it and you see how it just flaked right off, just like that? That's when we know you got grade A salmon. I'm telling you, 145 degrees in between 155 for internal temperature, you're gonna get that every time, hands down. All right, so what I got is I got some people here that's never had my smoked salmon before, and we're gonna get their first true instant reaction. So if y'all could come on over here real quick, grab you a fork. And then get you a piece. And tell me what you think. Give me a piece. Oh, I about took your piece, huh?
Yeah, almost. I wanted that one right there.
Is it straight?
Yeah.
Is it straight? Is it straight? Wow.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that I would have I get in the middle, it's better. I like to let mine smoke for 30 minutes. Like I said, it got up to 300 degrees. So it's good, but I'm telling you, if you can keep it right at 250, 275 for like exactly 30 minutes, it'll be perfect. This is good though. This is good though. It's good for sure. So say for real. So what do you like about it?
It's like not dry, so it's like juicy. Like,
Word, yep. What about you? What do you?
It's flavorful.
Uh-huh.
It's man, you could probably just taste it by the way I'm looking at it. Hey.
Word. Appreciate it, man.
like
Appreciate
that.
you.
Just like that.
What about you, Justin? What do you like about it?
Tenderness, man. I like the flavor. It's got just a little crisp. I love it. That's wonderful.
Word. You taste the smoke in it?
Yes.
It's got just like a hint of smoke. It's not overpowering, you know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, word. Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all for testing it out. I ain't gonna lie, we fixing to tear this salmon up, man. They've been seeing me cook all day. We got some other stuff going on. So, y'all, this is the end of my salmon recipe. Oh yeah, one last thing to mention. I use hickory wood for this. No store-bought wood. It's gotta be chopped up wood, at least four months dry set out, preferably indoors. So hickory wood on that, and y'all, that's my smoked salmon, y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Signing out.